everyone, it's Miss Amy, and today it's Wednesday, craft time. And this morning I read Winter Dance by Marion Dean Bauer, and I talked about the Tomten and the Fox, and then another one, a wordless picture book about a fox whose title just floated right out of my head. So we're going to make fox today, this cute little fox craft. So several different ways that you can make this, because fox sometimes are standing up, sometimes are laying down. So this fox is kind of curled and laying down. Depends on how you tilt their head, gives them kind of a quirk or a questioning look, or where you put their ears, or where the tail is, or how big their body is. So I want you to gather some orange paper. If you don't have orange paper, you can color. Orange paper, you can draw the shapes. Black paper, white or creamy colored, and we're going to go ahead and make one of these. So, and I have glue stick and scissors. So, and a pen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple different shapes. So here is kind of an oval shape for the body. I'm going to show you 3 different body shapes, and yours may even look different than mine, and that's good too. So this is kind of an ovally shape. This would be great for the body of the one that is laying down, okay? Then you can have kind of a fat shape, more like a loaf of bread, kind of. Or you can have a tall, thin shape where the proud fox is standing up tall, okay? And then the head is shaped like this. So I'm going to show you really quickly. I'm not going to do it on orange because I want you to be able to see it. I'm actually going to do it right on white so that you can see the shape that I want you to draw. So I'm going to do kind of like the start of a circle, and then I'm going to do a swoop down and a swoop down like that on either side, so kind of like I'm drawing an eye. And then I'm going to do swoop and swoop like that for his nose, or her, the vixen's nose, okay? So that's what you're going to draw. So you want, and you can draw several of them. You don't have to draw just that one, okay? So I have one body type, 2 body type possibilities, 3 body type possibilities. And then I have my head. So what I'm going to do after I get it on orange is I'm going to draw it on white, and I'm going to trace around the outside, okay, just like this, of the white, okay? So there, I traced around the outside of the white, and then I'm going to do a little swoop and another little swoop here, and this is what I'm going to cut out. I'm going to cut this and this, not this part, okay? This part and this part, and that's going to be the little white on on his face. See how that's like that, okay? So that's what you're going to do. So you're going to trace the orange head, whatever one you did, and then you're going to do swoop, swoop on white, and you're going to cut out the 2 sides, right, for your fox. Then we need, and I'm gonna show you what that's gonna look like when I put it on. Okay, so just like this and like this, I'm gonna put glue onto my head. I'm gonna go like that, and I'm gonna go just like that. Okay, so there is my head. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little nose down here on the end. And I'm gonna do some eyes. Some bright and shining little eyes. Because foxes are clever and alert. Ooh, see it already starting to look like a little fox right there. Okay, there's its nose, just like that. Okay, but it's missing something. It doesn't have any ears. So what I'm going to do is cut some triangles, some orange triangles, and I'm gonna cut some brown triangles, some little brown triangles. And the little brown triangles are gonna be inside his ears because you can see inside his ears and they're lighter colored. They're not just orangey. They might even be like a creamy color, but I like the brown. And then, okay, so I have those just like that. And then I'm going to put my ears on. And maybe I want them in the back, so maybe I have them like this, and he looks, maybe a little mean. Maybe I have him like this. Ooh, he looks really mean that way. But maybe I put them like this, or I put one on the outside and one here, and then he looks really cute. So you can decide where you want to put your ears, and remember, wherever you put them, that's going to make your fox give it character. And yours is going to look different than mine. And that is the best thing about being creative. Oh, I like it. I like him. So there's that. Then, oh my goodness, we need some tails. Well, tails can be all different shapes too. So here's kind of a crazy tail. And this would go like on that side of the body, like this. But that looks lumpy and funny. I'm gonna show you, because we're gonna make a tip for that tail. So he could have his tail up beside him, kind of curled and very pretty or very proud fox. Or maybe his fox tail is like this, okay? Like a long kind of teardroppy shape, okay? And maybe it's on here. Or maybe I fold it and his tail wraps a little bit, okay? Maybe his tail is just up behind him, just like that. Or maybe it's just wrapped in front of him, and that's okay too, okay? Remember, you can make it any way that you want. You could also have a tail that's a little more stumpy, okay? So if I did a stumpy tail, let's see, I could do this or this way. Lots of different ways. You decide, okay? So I'm going to do mine like this. I'm going to do this tail, okay? And I'm going to put my tail on the back like this so that it sticks out the side, okay? So there is my tail, okay? It doesn't look much like a fox tail right now, okay? So I'm gonna put my head on so that you can see, and you can have the head up, tilt it this way, tilt it that way, have him straight, have him looking, ooh, up or off or whatever. You decide which direction that you would like your little fox to be. So looking much more foxish. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I am going to, remember we traced the head, I am going to trace the end of my tail. Okay, just the end of my tail. I'm just gonna go like this. Okay, so that you can see. So I have my piece of paper, and then I'm putting my tail down. I'm gonna have it in just a little ways, and I'm just going to trace the end, okay, however far you want it, okay? So I traced just the end right there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this zigzaggy like this so that it's fancy. Like that. Okay, and then I'm going to make my tail pointy. Okay, so I'm going past where it was. And I'm going to make my tail pointy. Okay, so here it is. But when I put it on my fox, it is going to look like this. And you can see, so there is the fox, and I'm going to do that, and then I need some feet, and I'm going to do just a little tip, because sometimes foxes have cool little tips. So I'm gonna do a triangle tip right on the end. Okay, so I traced it again, right at the end. And black tip. As they get older, oops, I'm gonna put it right there and put my tip. Oh yes, right on the end of his tail. And there we go. Ooh, I like it. But we need some feet. So you can decide how you want to do your feet. I'm going to do long feet with, I'm going to do it so you can see it. Okay, so I'm going to go like this, and like this, and like this. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to go like that, and like that, and like that. Just like that. Okay, kind of cat paws like that. Okay. And then I'm going to cut them out just like this. Cut, 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 cut. And here we go. And remember, mine is just, this is a standing up fox, but yours might be a fox that is laying down, so you might not see its feet. Okay, there we go, and here we go, and there we are. Look at how cute that is. So you can have a laying down fox or a standing up fox. You decide and get creative. Hugs to you all. Happy creating. Love you. Miss Amy.